Hello, students. Today we will discuss some more stanzas from the poem Lucy, written by William Wordsworth. So, let us begin with the very first stanza which we are going to discuss today. The stars of midnight shall be dear to her, and she shall lean her ear in many a secret place where rivulets dance their wayward round, and beauty born of murmuring sound shall pass into her face. The stars of midnight shall be dear to her, and she shall lean her ear in many a secret place. Students, in our previous lectures, we have discussed that Lucy was a little girl. She lived in the lap of nature. She was a child of nature, and the poet William Wordsworth loved her very much. In these lines, the poet is personifying. In these lines, the poet has personified the nature as a human being. The nature in these lines expresses her desire to educate Lucy in her own way. Then, after getting education from nature, Lucy will enjoy natural pleasures, natural joys. She will love the objects of nature. So, in these lines, the stars of midnight shall be dear to her, and she shall lean her ear in many a secret place. Here, the nature says that at night, Lucy, to her means to Lucy. Here, the nature says that at night, she will, Lucy will enjoy the beauty of the stars, which are, or the stars that are shining in the sky. So, Lucy will enjoy the beauty of the stars that are shining in the sky. And she shall lean her ear in many a secret place where rivulets dance their wayward round. Then she will enjoy the beauty of the stars, and she will listen to the music of the rivulets. Rivulets means rivers. She will listen the music of the rivers and streams which dance as they flow. And beauty born of murmuring sound shall pass into her face. Nature says that all these things, like stars or the rivers which dance and flow, all these things will entertain Lucy. Then Lucy will lead a happy life in the lap of nature. And all the beauty and the loveliness of natural things like rivers, rivulets, and stars, all the beauty of these things will pass into Lucy's face. So Lucy will grow as a fine lady. Next stanza. And vital feelings of delight shall rear her form to stately height, her virgin bosom swell. Such thoughts to Lucy I will give, while she and I together live here in this happy dell. In these lines, nature expresses her desire to educate Lucy. The poet says that when Lucy will be, she will develop into a fine lady, or she will develop good qualities, then she will lead a happy life in the lap of nature. Then nature and vital feelings of delight shall rear her form to stately height. In these lines, nature says that it will provide the vital Vital means important, which are necessary for Lucy, essential feelings. Here nature says that it will provide the essential or the important or the necessary feelings of delight. Delight means happiness. That it will provide Lucy the necessary feelings of happiness. It shall rear her form to stately height, her virgin bosom swell. Then Lucy will grow up into a stately height means she will grow up into a tall and impressive lady. Her virgin bosom swell. Such thoughts to Lucy I will give, while she and I together live here in this happy dell. The virgin bosom swell means Lucy's bosom will grow and develop. Such thoughts to Lucy I will give, while she and I together live. Nature says that all the beauty of nature will pass into Lucy's face and figure. The happy company of nature will educate Lucy, while she means Lucy, I means nature here is talking about herself. Nature says that then the company of Lucy and nature will educate Lucy, and here in this happy doll, then she will be a perfect lady by acquiring good qualities even from the natural things. Next stanza. Thus nature spake, the work was done. How soon my Lucy's race was run. She died and left to me this head, this calm and quiet scene, the memory of what has been and never more will be. Thus nature spake, the work was done. How soon my Lucy's race was run. In these lines, nature says that she has a desire to adopt Lucy as her daughter. She is making out a detailed program to train her and educate Lucy in a natural way. But all plans of nature were upset. Thus nature spake, the work was done. How soon my Lucy's race was run. She died and left to me this calm and quiet scene. Here the poet says that all the plans of nature were upset because Lucy died a sudden and untimely death. Lucy's race was run, she died and left to me. Here the poet says that nature was upset because all her plans were cancelled because of Lucy's untimely and sudden death. So the game was over. The work was done means her plans were over. The game was over. And this had this calm and quiet scene. Left to me. Left to me means here the poet is talking about himself. The poet says that by dying, Lucy by dying left the poet alone. The game was over and the poet was left alone in sorrow on the calm and quiet wasteland. He was left alone and peaceful. The memory of what has been and never more will be. Lucy died at an early age and broke the heart of the poet. Lucy was gone. The memory of what has been and never more will be. For the then the Lucy was gone and the poet was left behind with the memory of the happy days which he would never which would never return. Next stanza. A slumber did my spirit seal, I had no human fears. She seemed a thing that could not feel the touch of earthly years. No motion has she now, no force. She neither hears nor sees. Rolled round in earth's diurnal course with rocks and stones and trees. In these lines, the poet is talking about Lucy's untimely death. The poet says that Lucy's death make him silent. A slumber did my spirit seal. I had no human fears. The poet says that Lucy's death has killed his spirit and his feelings. He was dazed. I had no human fears means the poet lost all fears because nothing was worse than death of Lucy, his dear child. She seemed a thing that could not feel the touch of earthly years. Lucy had gone beyond the influence of times. Now she could not grow with years. She had no strength to move, no motion has she now, no force. No force means no strength. Lucy had no strength to move. She neither hears nor sees, rolled round in earth's diurnal course. The poet says that Lucy's eyes could not see, nor her ears can hear, rolled round in earth's diurnal course. Lucy was buried in the earth, which carries on it day to day activities with rocks, stones, and trees. So, with the death of Lucy, a very important chapter in the poet's life was closed. So, is the death of Lucy killed the spirit and feelings of the poet. So he became very upset with the death of Lucy. So today we have completed whole of the poem Lucy. We have completed all the stanzas of this poem. So learn all these stanzas and listen and watch this video to learn the poem Lucy. So, students, tomorrow we will continue with our next lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.